I do foundation makeup on a mature woman of color. I'm applying some moisturizer, and with mature skin you definitely need to add moisturizer because the skin gets drier as it gets older. Here, just shaping my mother's eyebrows. Her eyebrows are very sparse, and she's plucked them for years, so they are a mess. And I am basically just fixing them up for her and using a pencil. And you'll probably find with more thicker brows, you will need to use pencil opposed to shadow. I do use shadow sometimes, just depending on the eyebrows. Here I'm just applying a base, and I wanted to use a very light base because I wanted the colors to kind of show up on her skin complexion. And I'm using Embark in her crease, something that's a little more similar to her complexion. Because with women of color and being a mature woman, they don't really need 5 shadows on their lids. So here I'm applying, I believe this is Somoa Silk, not for sure. But basically just a lighter shade. I kind of want to make her eyes kind of pop, and really don't look like she has a lot of eye makeup on. Also, you want to kind of steer away from shimmers. You can add shimmer on some women of color. You can also add shimmer to some mature women, depending on their eye shape. My mother's eye shape is very similar to mine. It is like a hooded lid, so I want to kind of open her eye up a little bit more, and I didn't want to accentuate the crease. And here I'm just applying some gel liner, and once again to kind of open her lids and to give it a little bit of shape. Applying some mascara, and this is the Voluminous mascara by Loreal. Now I'm taking a little bit of orange out of my Muff palette here because she was complaining of her dark circles under her eyes. Now with the orange, as you see, it kind of brightened it up under there just a little bit, but it took away any of the darkness from the broken capillaries and a little bit of the baggage. Now just taking my beauty blender, and I'm moistening the beauty blender, and I'm applying some Iman foundation. I think it's Earth 5, I believe, that I'm using on her, and just applying it and patting it in, and making sure to get in any maybe fine lines or creases that we may have. Now I'm just doing a very little light bit of highlighting. I wouldn't highlight her as I would myself or someone that is much younger. You'll notice I'm highlighting her nose, but I won't go back and contour. And here she's basically commenting on how small her nose looks. But because she's already a darker complected woman of color, I don't feel the need to go back in and make it any darker because it's going to be almost like too dark, and it can also kind of go gray on you. Now I'm using a orange setting powder by Ben Nye. It's can't think of the name of it, but it just has a little orange texture. That's also going to help to set the orange that's up under there, set that foundation, that concealer that I use up under there, and it's not going to make it too bright, like a very Kim Kardashian highlight. She doesn't need that. Now I'm just taking another Ben Nye powder and setting with this one of the darker shades, and setting, I think it's Cocoa, and setting her with that very, very lightly. I know it's sped up, but I'm kind of pushing it into the skin, and then I'm dusting off any excess. Here I'm giving her like a purplish mauvish kind of blush, just something very light, nothing real heavy, but as the day wears on, it'll look really, really nice. Now I'm taking Gold Deposit, and I'm just going to mist a little bit of Fix Plus or water on it, and just give her a slight highlight, kind of put a little bit of sheen back into her skin. With mature women, like I said, their skin tends to get dry. You don't want to have it looking too dry. You don't want to set it to the point where it's so dry that it will make them look a little ashy, and especially of our darker complected women of color. Here I'm lining her lips with Chestnut, one of her favorites, and just blending it in because she wanted to try the red lip, and I wanted to show her, even though she has full lips, she's darker complected, she could definitely pull off a red lip. So I'm using one of the Infallable lip, what is this, glosses. I believe it's by Loreal, and I actually just purchased it, so she was the first person to use it, and I wanted to show you guys it, but here it is on her, and it'll probably look different on me because I'm much lighter than her, but here it is on her, and this is the complete look. And I have a surprise for you all, so please stay tuned for the outtakes, and thanks for watching. Bye. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I gotta put you some orange on your little mustache.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause I've been cutting it. Especially when I'm going to meet a man. I cut it off when I'm going to meet a man.
I got a little wax thing. Let me see.
I have shit.
You need to get that. Jesus. Do your thing.
No, she didn't say Jesus. No, you didn't say Jesus, Bill. Like water. You can't do that. I can't laugh like that. Ooh, 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 Lord.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, God, because you know. Oh, gee, I feel the tears falling.
Me,
I ain't laughing. I'm going to laugh, but I ain't going to cry.